So new topic of reasoning cubes and dice. Okay, so in cubes and dice, so I saw the two papers. In the two papers, so they are asking only the dice questions. Okay, so in cubes, I haven't seen any question, but so I will discuss the few of the important things in the cubes also, right? So it may helpful for the, so right, if you write any competitive exam, so it will be helpful for the cubes also, right? Okay, so first let us go for the dice. So what is a die? Okay, so what is a die? Okay, so die means it is a, so like it is a shape of a cube, right? So cube means we know six faces are there and eight vertices are there and 12 edges are there. So cube having six faces, eight vertices and 12 edges are there. Okay. Now coming to the dice. Dice. So this is a like a three-dimensional figure. Three-dimensional figure. We don't want any faces, sides and edges. Okay. We don't want anything. But if you know, this is the top, this is the bottom. Okay. When I see the three-dimensional figure, this is the top, this is the bottom. The top, bottom, so these two are the opposite. Okay. And this is the side, this is this side, right. I hope my hands are visible to you. So this is one side, this is another side. These two are opposite. Next, this is the front and this is the back. Front and back, this is also opposite. Okay, top, bottom, left, right, opposite, and front and back. These are the opposite faces. Clear? Okay, so now coming to the point, so dice. So in the dice, there are two kinds of dice are there. There are dice are, so two kinds of dice are there. So one is a standard dice. So standard dice. And the second one is called as a, so ordinary dice. Standard dice and so ordinary dice. Okay. So here, what is a standard die and what is an ordinary die? So standard die means when the opposite faces sum is 7, we call as standard die. I'm writing here. When the opposite faces, so opposite faces sum is 7, so are called a standard dice. So are called as a standard dice. Right? So opposite faces sum is 7. That what kind of dice? Standard dice. Now, so coming to the so ordinary dice. So ordinary dice. Ordinary dice is nothing but when the adjacent, so adjacent faces sum is 7. So are called a so ordinary dice. Okay, clear? Standard dice and ordinary dice. I hope are you understood? Okay, so let me take the example of standard die and ordinary die. Okay. You see this example. I already gave the definitions of standard and ordinary die. Okay. First of all, let me identify if it is a standard or ordinary die. Okay. So first, if I see adjacent faces will get sum 7. Adjacent faces are able to get 7 in these dice. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In this diagram, my question is adjacent faces sum is getting sum. Adjacent, any two faces. Here 1, 4. Will able to get 7? No.
No,
Here
sir.
5, 4. Will able to get 7? No. So that means this is what kind of dice? Standard dice, right? I told you standard die means opposite faces sum is 7. Now tell me, so one opposite face is if I get 7,
Six.
if I get
6.
6, okay, very good. Then 5 opposite face is
2,
2. Then 4 opposite is
3.
3.
3. Clear? Okay, so one more example. Okay, in this example, so kindly so look at this example. If I add the opposite faces, opposite or adjacent faces, we'll able to get 7 here.
No.
Adjacent faces sum, so we'll able to get 7 here. If I see these two are the adjacent faces,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
this two sum is getting 7. That means this is what kind of die? Ordinary die. Ordinary die. Okay, so now here 3 opposite is 4. That means 3, 4 is the sum is 7. Okay, then 5, 2. Then 5, 2. Then 1, 6. 1, 6. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So next question. Next one more example. So given below are 4 dice. So which one is a standard die? So which one is standard die? As you know, the standard die, the definition of the standard die is opposite faces sum is 7. So we call as a standard die. Okay. Okay. So now tell me which one is the standard die?
Third one.
Third one.
So why?
Because opposite side sum is 7.
Very good. Because if I add these two sum is 7. So that means this is an ordinary die. If I add these twos also getting 7, so this is also an ordinary die. Okay, so when I see this figure, so adjacent faces sum is not getting 7. So that means this is a standard die. This is the standard dice. Right? So here also same. So 2, 5. So getting sum 7. That means this is also an ordinary dice. Okay, now here my question. So in the standard dice, if I see this standard dice, tell me one opposite is
6.
6. Okay, 3 opposite is
4. 4.
4. 5 opposite is
2. 2.
very good. So I hope so. Are you understood? So what is the standard die and what is the ordinary? I hope are you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now here there are different cases are there, right? So in these different cases, so we will solve the right. So different cases of the dice when opposite number alpha symbol has to be found. So first one, so case one. So one side OR surface is common. One side OR surface is common. Okay, so in the 2 or 3 dice will give. So out of the 3 dice, one side or surface will be common. Such case, how to identify? It is a standard die or ordinary die. So suppose if it is in standard die, so which is the opposite, and if it is in so ordinary die, so ordinary die means which is the opposite, so which is the front and which is the back. Okay, so let me write one example. So example. Die. So this is 1, 3, 5, and 3, 6, 2. 3, 6, 2. Okay. Okay, so observe these two dice. One number is the common.
3 is
3, sir.
3 is the common. And when you see, observe it, it is a standard or ordinary die.
standard.
It is what kind of dice?
Standard.
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 Right? Okay. Now here, my question is 3 opposite is
4. 4.
very good. Next one, so 1 opposite is
6.
6.
6.
so 1 opposite is
6.
6. Okay, next 5 opposite is
2.
2.
5 opposite is 2. Okay, so 3 opposite is 4, 1 opposite is 6, 5 opposite is 2. That is when only one dice is given, then we can say, okay, then we can say, so this 3 opposite is 4, 1 opposite is 6, 5 opposite is 2. But here 2 dice are given. 2 dice are given. So 3 opposite to 4, 1 opposite to 6, this is the wrong. This is wrong. Okay, then so what is the correct one? I will tell you. When one surface or one side is the common of both the dice. Okay, when one surface and one side is common for both the dice. When 2 dice are given, such case one side is common if it is given. Such case, okay, so don't use this rule. We have different rule is there. That is so the first one, the first dice, from first to dice, the first to dice. If I go for the clockwise direction, so 3, 1 and 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 5. So if I go for the second dice, so second dice by clockwise direction, so 3, 2, 6. Okay, 3, 2, 6. Okay, you see clearly you can observe it. This 1 opposite is 2, then 5 opposite is 6. Then you will get it. I hope are you understood? When one side is common, it is given. One side common, it is given. Then so we can write it as a clockwise direction. So write in clockwise direction. So write clockwise direction. So write it as a clockwise direction. Okay. So that means so the opposite of 1 is 2 and opposite of 5 is 6. Okay. So now here the opposite surface of 3 is not a 4. Is not a 4. Clear? Okay, so next one more example. I will give one more example. Okay. You see these 2 dice. Which number is the common?
3.
3.
3 is the common. Okay. So from first dice, if I go for the clockwise,
3, 2, 4.
so from first dice, if I go for the, so 3, 2, 2 and 2, 2, 4. In the second one, 3. So from second dice, the second dice, so 3, 2, 5 and 5, 2, 6. Right? Now you tell me So opposite of 2,
5.
5.
5. So opposite of 2 is 5. Then so opposite of 4,
6.
6.
4 is 6. Right. I hope are you understood. Right? When two
Yes,
dice are given, out of the two dice, only one number is common. Such case, you can write like this. You can identify the clockwise direction through the direction. Okay. So like this, 2 opposite is 5 and 4 opposite is 6. So next case 2. Case 2 is when two sides are common. When two sides are common. Such case, how to identify? So case 2, opposite of 3. Here opposite of 3 we don't know. Okay. Opposite of 3 we don't know. The question will come either these two only. Not opposite of 3. So next one, so case 2. The case 2 is so when two sides are common. When two sides are common. If two sides are common, it is given. When two sides are given as a common. Such case, what is opposite of that? So for example, so if I draw one example, four, five. So 4, 5. So tell me here. So what are the common here?
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Common. Then so next second one position also. Second one is also 4 and 5 is the common. 4, 5. So 4, 5. Okay, so now 4, 5, 4, 5 you can eliminate. So 4, 5, 2. Then 4, 5, 3. So tell me here, two opposite is what?
3.
Yes, very good.
3.
So opposite of 2 is 3. Clear? Yes. Can I take one more? One more example. Tell me. Acha, acha. Okay, okay. 1 minute. Hmm. Okay, tell me here what are the common numbers?
3 and 5.
3 and 5. So what is the opposite of 2?
4.
2. So 3, 5, 4. So opposite of 2 is 4 in this figure. I hope so. Are you understood? When one side is common, when two sides is common, this is the way. Right? When so opposite faces sum is 7, that is standard. When adjacent, any two adjacent faces sum is 7, that is ordinary dice, right? So so we have several types are there. One side is common for both the dice, and two dice are common. When two sides are common for both the dice, this is the way. Okay. Next, third case. Third case. So case three. Case three is nothing but when no sides are common. So none of the sides are common. So no side is common. No side is common. Okay. So no side is common. So when no side is common means such case either it may standard die or ordinary die. Okay. Okay. Let me take one example. Okay. Okay. So now here you see any in the first figure. First of all, identify. So any one side is common here.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No common side is there. Okay. Any two sides are common? No. That is also not satisfied. Then next, what is the another possibility? Right. So we know the definitions of standard and ordinary dice. Right. Standard means opposite faces sum is 7. Next, ordinary dice means adjacent faces sum is 7. So when I see the adjacent faces sum is 7 in first one, no. The second one, any two adjacent faces sum is 7, no. Okay, but we know that means this is an standard die. Standard die means one opposite is 6,
6.
then 5 opposite is 2,
2.
3 opposite is
4.
4. Right. In the second one, tell me the second one, 2 opposite is
5.
5, and 6 one opposite is 1,
1.
and 4 opposite is
3.
fourth opposite is so clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one, next another case. Next another case is another type is folding a dice. So, folding a dice. Folding a dice. That means the dice are completely open like that. The dice are completely opened. Okay. So the dice are completely open means when the die is unfolded of the 6 faces. Okay. If the die is unfolded, there are different ways are there. Okay. Okay. So in the folding of the die, so there are majorly important two things are there. One is there are two important things are there. So one is extension sides. So extension sides. Opposite is side sum is 7. So extension side opposite is 7. And the second thing, the second one is so alternate faces are opposite to each other. So alternate faces are are opposite to each other. So alternate faces are opposite to. So alternate faces are opposite to each other, and the first one is extension sides face opposite faces sum is 7. If you remember these two, this folding of a dice, that part is very easy, right? Okay, so for suppose extension sides and alternate faces, how to identify in the open dice? Okay, let me take one example. If I take one example, okay, you see this example. You see this example. Extension side faces sum is 7. Extension side. So extension is E and B here in this figure. E, B both are the extension. Yes or no? E and B both are the extension. This one and this one is the extension of this die.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now we will able to get these two numbers sum. These two letters will get the sum is 7. You know the place value of E is 5, B is 2. Will able to get the sum is 7.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this that means so here E opposite is B. E opposite is B. Then so F opposite is A. Then D opposite is C. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So E opposite is B. E opposite is B. So then F opposite is A. Then so D opposite is C. D opposite is C. Why? Because so their sums will get it as 7. So next one more example. One more example. So one more example. Okay, so now see the figure. E and B are the extension are there. E and B are the extension are there. Now tell me EB together sum is 7.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means E is opposite to
B.
B. So E is equal to 5 and B is equal to 2. Together sum is 7. So that means so E opposite is so E opposite is B. So then so F opposite is A.
A.
So then D opposite is
C.
C. D opposite is clear. So one more example. So one more example. Okay. You see the extension. Here BEF is the extension, ADC is also an extension. Okay. So like these figures, you identify. Uh, so alternate faces. Alternate faces. You see the alternate faces. Alternate faces. So that means F is a alternate faces. Sum is a 7. Okay. Now you tell me here E opposite is
B.
B.
B. B opposite is B. Next F is A.
A.
D is
C.
C. So E opposite is B. Then so F opposite is A. Then D opposite is C. D opposite is C. Clear? So anyone have any doubt here?
No, sir.
So one more example. One more example. Hmm. Tell me here opposite. One opposite is
6. 6.
next to 2,
5.
5.
next to 3,
4.
4.
7. Okay. So next one more. Hmm. Here
6.
no. 1 6 there is no extension, ma. I said na extension. Extension is important. This is not extension. Okay. This is the second model. Alternate faces. Alternate faces are opposite to each other. Okay. Here 1 6 there is no extension. So if you see the opposite sum is a 7, but I know, but there is no extension here. But 2 4 extension is there. That means 2 opposite will be 4. 2 and 4 is the extension. 2 opposite is 4. Next here 1 opposite is this one 5. Okay, so then 3 opposite is 6. Yes, correct. Understood? Here the previous case you see 1 6 is the opposite. Okay, why? Because the extension sum is getting as a 7. But here the extension sum is not getting as a 7. Okay, next one more example. So 1 6 extension will get 7, but 1 6 this is not an extension. 2 6 is the extension, right? 2 6 are the extension, but so together sum is more than 7, right? So this is the second model. Now you tell me. So one opposite is
4.
4. Okay. Then next, very good. Next. So two opposite is
6.
extension. 6. Then 3 opposite is
5.
5.
3 opposite is 5. Clear? So one more example. One more example. Okay. This is a diagram. So identify. So here extension sum is 7. Extension sum is 7.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. That means two opposite is
5.
5. Two opposite is 5. Then this two opposite is 5. Then one opposite is 4. Then 3 opposite is
6.
clear.
Yes, sir.
So anyone have any doubt in the dice point of view? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Then cube. Then let us go for the cube. So cube, just I will give the only the formulas are there. So please note it the formulas. No? That means see suppose heading cubes. So cubes. This is the diagram of the cubes. Okay. You see, this is the one. Back is one. How many faces are there? Here, two faces. When my left and my right, two faces. When the top and the bottom. Okay, total how many faces are there?
6.
Okay, so 6 faces are there. 6 faces are there. So in these 6 faces and 8 vertices are there. So 8 vertices like this, 2, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 vertices and 12 edges are there. 12 edges like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one so 9, and this one so 10, and this one so 11, and this one so 12. So total 12 edges are 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges are. Okay, now my question is if I colored completely colored in top and the bottom, top and bottom if completely colored. Suppose if are completely colored, the rest part. So rest part, how many faces are uncolored? I hope are you understood my question. My question is very simple. Top and bottom is colored. Top and bottom is colored. Okay. Then the rest, how many parts are uncolored? How many faces
Four.
are uncolored?
4.
4
Four.
faces.
Okay. 4 faces are uncolored. Okay. Say same cube, I can cut into 64 cubes. One cube I can cut into small parts like that 64 cubes, like that 8 cubes, like that 256 cubes, right? So such part, if I need to color the some portion, then a rest of the part how to find here. So we go for the formulas. The formulas is the first, let go for the formula. So the one is a number of smaller cubes. The number of smaller cubes. So with 3 surface painted, 3 surface painted overall. So vertex cubes. The vertex cubes is equal to 8. And the second formula, number of smaller cubes. So the number of smaller cubes with 2 surface so painted overall. So middle cubes. If it is a middle cube means this is the formula n minus 2 into 12. The first one, number of small cubes with 3 surface or 3 vertices painted, then so we'll get it as 8 small cubes will get it. Okay. So then the second one, small cubes with 2 surface painted. This is the formula. Smaller cubes, 2 surfaces, only the 2 surfaces painted. Either left, right, top, bottom, or front and back. This is the formula. And the third one. So number of smaller cubes. The number of smaller cubes with one surface painted. With one surface painted are so center cube. Center cube equal to so n minus 2 so whole square into 6. N minus 2 whole square into 6. And the fourth one, number of smaller cubes. The number of smaller cubes. So with no surface painted, no surface painted overall. So center cubes is equal to so n minus 2 whole cube. So n minus 2 whole cube. So these are the 4 formulas you remember. Okay, but I haven't seen any question in the cubes point of view. Okay, so let me take one example. Can I take one example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Example is a example. So exemplar problem. All the faces So all the faces of a cube all the faces of a cube are painted. All the faces of a cube are painted with a blue color. With a blue color, then it is cut into 125 small equal cubes. So 125 small equal cubes, full stop. So how many small cubes will be formed having only one face colored, having only colored. So option A 54, B 8, C 16, D 24. Okay, this is the question. Okay. So now here all faces of a cube are painted with blue color. Okay. And so when it is cut into the 125 small equal cubes, 125 small equal cubes. How many cubes formed having only one face colored? What is the formula of one face colored? This is the formula. Third one. What is the formula?
N minus 2 whole square into 6.
Right. 6. Okay. Now here it is cut into how many small cubes? 125 small cubes.
25.
So that means here the number of small cubes, so small cubes, n cube is equal to 125. Why n cube? Because it's the three-dimensional diagram, right? Each side is n, then the volume equal to n into n into n. Okay, n into n into n, so which is equal to n cube. So n cube equal to 125. Then so n cube equal to 125 can be write it as 5 cube. So n is equal to how much?
5.
5. N equal to 5.
Option A, sir.
So then one face painted cube. So the painted cube equal to n minus 2 whole square into 6. That is 5 minus 2 whole square into 6. So 5 minus 2 3 square 9
9.
into 6 is equal to 9 times 6 how much? 54. So the option A is the correct answer. I hope are you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can I give one more?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's write one more. No? So just you remember the formulas. If may ask like that, problems will ask. Okay. Whatever we are discussing the. Okay. So how many number of small cubes having no face colored, two face colored, one face colored, right? Like that. Okay. So one more example. So all the faces of a cube, all the faces of a cubes are painted. So painted with a red color. So then, it is cut into It is cut into, so 125, so small equal cubes. Small equal cubes. How many? So small cubes will be formed having no face color. So having no face colored. So option A 27, B 8, C 16, D 2.
Option A, sir.
A27.
Option A 27. Okay, very good. Okay, so as you know, so number of smaller cubes. So that is so n cube is equal to, so 125 is given. N cube equal to 5 cube. So n is equal to 5. So what is the formula of no face color, no face painted?
N
N
minus
minus
2 whole
2
cube.
whole cube.
Whole cube.
Right. Right. So no face painted. No face painted cube is equal to, so n minus 2 whole cube. So 5 minus 2 whole cube. So 3 cube. So 3 cube is equal to, so 27. So option A. Right. So clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any
No,
doubt?
sir.
Okay. So all of you please go through my notes, cubes and dice. In your syllabus, I saw the previous papers, only the dice is there, but there is no cube part is there. If you prepare other competitive exams, any banking or some other, so it will be the helpful of cube. Okay. So I am sharing these notes. So the next class will, yeah, very thank you, ma.